Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Celtics versus Heat NBA playoff matchup on Sunday, April 21st, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets like $500,000 plus type range, plus or more. And of course, looking for VIP, like one-on-one style service. We offer those packages as well. They're just not available on the website. You just got to text the number you see on the screen. It's easy. So if you make big bets like I do, just text that number. But let's get to it. Let's go to Boston, where the Celtics take on the Heat. Familiarity breeds discontent, as these teams, of course, met in the playoffs last year. Not in the opening round, though. It was the Eastern Conference Finals. As most people remember, including me especially, because I bring it up all the time, it was all Miami Heat in that one, closing the Celtics out 4-3, and most of those, boy, they were gigantic money line dogs. We cashed in gigantic in that series. It was one of the best playoff series I've ever had as a professional bettor, especially that finale in Boston with the Heat as a 7.5-point dog, winning 103-84. This year, the Celtics have won every meeting against the Heat, but that's not any different than it's been in the past. The Heat also a play-in team. This year, the 8th seed. They were the 8th seed last year in the playoffs. Knocked off the number 1 seed, the Milwaukee Bucks, in the first round. Knocked off the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. So certainly not a new position for the Heat, or one that they're going to be intimidated by. Jimmy Butler, of course, not playing for the Heat. Definitely a minus. He loves playing against the Celtics. He eats their lunch in the playoffs, and he has in the past several times over at this point. And I think, what we've seen from the Celtics is that generally when they play against a wounded animal, or when they play against a lesser team, they love to whoop it up when they win big. And I think, in a playoff series, when you do that to a team, it does nothing but to ignite the other team. So if the Celtics do happen to run it up in this one and get out ahead in game one, which you've seen them do many times in the past, and the old school Celtics, the ones that used to win championships back in the day, Larry Bird and company, and even prior to that, back in the 70s and 60s, those teams were a different story. Those teams have banners. This team has nothing except for a lot of broken dreams and a lot of crushed dreams for their fans. Without Jimmy Butler in there, everyone's thinking Celtics, but the Heat are absolutely stacked from top to bottom. They've played a lot of games without Jimmy Butler, and I expect them to play pretty well in this game as well. Like I said, if the Celtics can get rolling, it could turn into a one-sided affair. But I do think that the odds in this one are happening in that way, especially with so many people in the public just humping up on the Celtics and, basically just, giving these guys the NBA championship this year without earning absolutely nothing, or without even showing on their pedigree that they have the ability to do that, just sets it up for a lot more disappointment, a lot more cashing for underdog bettors against the Celtics. I'll tell you what, this one just looks like a gift. I'm going to take the points with the Miami Heat. I'm also going to sprinkle on the money line, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.